Hello, and welcome to this Miklix video where I'm going to show you how to defeat the bosses called Godskin Duo inside the Dragon Temple in Crumbling Farum Azula in Elden Ring. As you probably know, bosses in Elden Ring are divided into 3 tiers. From lowest to highest, field bosses, greater enemy bosses and finally demigods and legends. Godskin Duo is in the middle tier, greater enemy bosses, and is found inside the Dragon Temple area in Crumbling Farum Azula. There is initially no fog gate, but they will spawn out of nowhere when you approach the altar. This is a mandatory boss fight, so they must be defeated in order to progress the main story of the game. I was sneaking around the Dragon Temple and had dispatched several banished knights while trying to figure out where to go next. I had even walked through the main room where the boss fight takes place a few times before, but apparently never gotten close enough to the altar to actually spawn the bosses. Imagine my surprise when these two suddenly popped out of nowhere. A lot of foul language not befitting a temple was uttered then. I had read about the Godskin Duo fight beforehand and I was fully expecting something akin to the Ornstein and Smuff fight back from the first Dark Souls game that I played way back on PlayStation 3 many years ago. That one still stands in my memory as one of the most annoyingly difficult boss fights in Souls games, but perhaps that's just due to my infamous inability to handle multiple enemies and tendency to go into full-on headless chicken mode if too much is going on at the same time. Anyway, when this duo appeared, I immediately decided to call in backup in the form of Redmane Knight Oga, who happened to be the spirit Ash I had on speed dial at the time. I've always found Godskin Apostles pretty fun to fight, whereas Godskin Nobles are just annoying, so I somehow managed to get Oga to tank the Noble while I took care of the Apostle. The two bosses have a shared health bar, so it doesn't really matter which of them you focus on, but if one dies, it will resurrect shortly after. I actually managed to get them both killed at some point, but they would soon reappear, so they seem to resurrect independently of each other. They also managed to kill Oga, but I fortunately didn't have to fight both of them by myself for long. And now for the usual boring details about my character. I play as a mostly dexterity build. My melee weapons are the Nagakiba with keen affinity and Thunderbolt Ash of War, and the Uchigatana also with keen affinity. I was level 168 when this video was recorded, which I think is a bit high for this content, but it was still a fun and reasonably challenging fight. I'm always looking for the sweet spot where it's not mind-numbing easy mode, but also not so difficult that I will be stuck on the same boss for hours. Anyway, this is the end of this Godskin Duo video. Thanks for watching. Check out the YouTube channel or Miklix.com for more videos. You could even consider being completely awesome by liking and subscribing. Until next time, have fun and happy gaming!